I'm new to the drone community, and I didn't understand everything you need with a drone. So I looked on YouTube and found out you need a drone landing pad to keep the dust and dirt out of your drone when it's on the ground or whatever, because if anything get in the motor, it starts acting up. Now, the ones that were cheaper, like 12 something, from watching on YouTube and talking to some other people, they were like the size of a piece of cardboard you get out of a brand new shirt. And I'm like, no, I'm not paying money for something like that. And then some of the bigger ones, you're paying a ridiculous price. So I said, I'm going to look and see how to make one. See if anybody thought of about making one. And someone did. People out there have some really good ideas, but it required a lot of tools. And I said I wanted this thing to be cheap, that anybody can make, because not everybody have the tools that some of these guys out there were using to make a drone pad. And so I said, let me see what I can do. And I looked around at Five Below that works, that I can use as a landing pad for my drone. That was a yoga pad. As you can see, in the size, so it's like 24 inches by 68. At the 68 point, you do half of that and cut it in half. Some other things you might need or want to use on your drone landing pad. I got some brushes, for painting. And at the dollar store, picked up these reflectors. You get 4 in a pack. So I bought 2 packs. Okay, the other thing I ended up getting, I have my ruler, which for measuring the edges of how far I want it from the circle to be from the edges of the mat that I'm going to make for the landing pad area. Also, you see up here a toy around one of these throw rings that you can use. They use on the beach. That's good for doing your circle for your drone area where the H goes. So you can use that, or if you got an old frisbee hanging around the house, you can use that too. Or a top or something. Now the other thing you're going to also need for a circle, if you want to make it bigger, is like a trash can lid. That'll work too. With these clips, as you can see, little spring clips. I brought those clips to kind of weigh the edges down, and I found these here little pieces of metal rods I had in the basement from an old footstool that I had from IKEA I threw away, and it turns out to be the right length of the edges of the mat, and I can use those spring clips to hook it on the edges, and that'll weigh it down even more. Scotch tape, and I'm gonna tell you why, because that way when you get ready to make your circle, you might want to make a template. So you use the Scotch tape to hold the template down on top of your mat, and that way you can do your painting or whatever through the template that you make, if you want to do that. I also have a pencil, a little art cutter, nice little edge knife cutter, and a marker. And I have and as you can see, the mat is here, and we're going to get to work on it. Okay. Now, as you see, I've gotten started on this, and the first thing, I had a mess up on the circle. The trash can lid did great for the first part, the big circle. I went to do the inner circle, and I have nothing around that size I wanted. So I tried the thumbtack and string, and that didn't work too well. As you can see, it's all messed up. So I'm going to fix that part up. But I did make the template with the kid's toy with the ring and the 8. And you see how good that came out. I'm going to be painting that up, making that look nice. And then I'm going to take care of this outside part later on. All right. So let's see how this is going to come out. Fixed up the area that was messed up, and I used the template like I said I was going to do, and this is what I have so far for a landing pad. Now I have to put on the reflectors, and just to give you an idea what that's going to look like, as you can see, put around the edges so that if anybody comes near, they know this is a area not to come to. And here it is, the finished product. Now, I've been using this for a while, but forgot I never finished up the video, so I'm showing you what it does look like when it's finished.